Hey guys, welcome to my tutorial on how to do keyword mapping. I'm going to walk you through my keyword research and keyword mapping process. I think it's one of the most important steps in SEO. It's sometimes often overlooked. And just crafting some optimized title tags and meta descriptions can go a long way, even if that's like the bare minimum that you can do. I'm going to walk you through how to set up the keyword mapping template, and then how to conduct keyword research and avoid keyword cannibalization. So let's get to it. All right, so I went ahead and chose a company that I'm a fan of. They're local here in San Diego. The brand is called Sector 9. They're known for making longboard skateboards. They've been around since the 90s. I actually had one. Back in the day, I still have one, brand user for life. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a look at their target keywords per URL and make sure that their title tags and meta descriptions are optimized so that they can get maximum reach and organic search. So the first thing you're going to do is set up your keyword mapping template. I have a link in the video description to my particular template that I'm using today. Highly recommend this one. There's a lot out there that are kind of all over the place, and for me, this is one of the better templates. It's been iterated over the years, so you know, it's definitely the go-to template of my choice. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go through the top categories. So when you keyword map, you want to start with the home page, and then you want to go through all the top nav pages, and then you keep going from there. So I went ahead and set up the keyword map. I've got the home page up here. And I've got all the different categories here. So the skate category is listed out here with all the URLs that each category links to. And then we drill down even further here, the next category. And then you want to keep going and go into the products. All right, so to get started, you'll want to see what the home page is currently ranking for. In order to do that, we're going to go copy and paste into SEMrush's organic research tab. We're going to go ahead and paste it there. And it's going to show us all the keywords that are currently ranking. You're going to want to go ahead and export this and plug it into your keyword mapping template. I've already gone ahead and done that for you guys, and I've also added a filter here where I've filtered just for the home page so that we can see what the home page is currently ranking for. You can filter ascending to see what the top rankings are for the home page. Of course, it's going to be the brand name. And what we want to do is we want to get some more brand awareness in the organic channel. We want to get people who haven't heard of Sector 9 before to come in and find their brand. So in order to do that, we would want to rank it for one of the top non-branded keywords that it's ranking for. So in order to do that, usually non-branded keywords have high search volume, and they tend to maybe not be ranking on page 1. If your brand is ranking for the non-branded keyword within that industry, you should be killing it. And well, I think Sector 9 should be ranking in the top 10 for longboard skateboard because that's what they make. They're known for making longboard skateboards. So we're going to take a look at optimizing the homepage for longboard skateboard. So I just want to see real quick what other kind of keyword variations the homepage is ranking for that contain longboard skateboard. I'm going to drill down into that, and of course I'm going to see that they're ranking on page 1 for their brand name and then longboard skateboard, which makes sense. They should be ranking for that. And then they're ranking for a variety of different longboard skateboard keywords. I'm really interested in trying to find like buy longboard skateboard or shop or longboard shop online, something like that. Longboard skateboards online would be another good one. So you're going to want to go ahead and take the keywords that you've highlighted, and then you can sort by your highlighted color, which is a great shortcut. Start adding it to your keyword analysis tab. This keyword analysis tab is already set up here as well. And what you'll see is I went ahead and copy and pasted these in, and it's going to show me the current ranking here. So there's a VLOOKUP formula that's tied to your keyword ranking tab. That's why when we first set this up, we just went ahead and exported the rankings from SEMrush, so we're not doing any keyword cannibalizations. What is keyword cannibalization? Well, if we wanted to maybe include longboard deck on the homepage, when we did our keyword research, we would find that it's currently ranking in position 4, which is top of page 1, for the collections page decks. So we definitely don't want to use this for the homepage. Some additional keyword research can be done using the Keyword Planner tool. So I would say go ahead and set that up. There's a whole process for getting started. You're gonna have to enter a credit card. You're gonna have to start a campaign, but then you can immediately pause the campaign. Just follow the steps. It's annoying, I know. But once you get it set up, you can start doing some additional keyword research here to try to drill down and find any other keywords that you might want to use for the home page. But ideally, really, if you're already ranking, which they are for their target keyword, that's probably going to be, you probably don't need to go too much further than that, but I'm just showing you the steps that you would want to naturally take in order to make sure that you're not missing anything. So there's a couple different ways you can look at this. So if you click on refine views or keywords, you can just isolate your brand and non-branded keywords by unchecking these, and it's going to immediately filter all of that out. So definitely use your filters in the keyword planning tool to isolate and drill down into finding a target keyword for the particular page that you're working on. You'll see there's still 1,047 keywords here. So there's another filter that I'm going to show you, which is right here. And you can drill down into here by just, maybe a specific keyword variation like, buy or shop or online. Go ahead and enter those, and it's going to filter out the keywords even more. And so that's a great way to use your filters use these filters to your advantage. Use their suggestion if you want to broaden your search. But just know by looking at these, like they have a longboard cruiser category, so we don't want to target that for the homepage. They also have some equipment and components categories, so we would want to look at those when we're optimizing for those particular pages. So for now, we're going to skip that, not look at those, and we're going to focus on just finding keyword variations around longboard, skateboard. All right, so another step into looking at whether or not you can rank for a keyword, and this is pretty important when you're getting really deep into the keyword mapping process, is you're also going to want to analyze the domain authority of your website against who's currently ranking in the top 10 results. Domain authority is a metric made up by Moz. It is based on their backlink profile. I recommend signing up for a free Moz account, implementing the Moz bar tool. You can see mine's here. That way, when you're logged in, you can see your domain authority here of your website. So this one is 46. And we can also look at the authority score in SEMrush. So you might want to use a combination of the two. Some people don't even use this, but I still kind of like to do it as just kind of a sanity check. Like, is this keyword, too difficult? Is there like absolutely no way? You're also going to want to look at the keyword results and see, are my competitors in the results? If yes, then that's a keyword you should probably target. If no, and it's all like editorials from online publications, then you're probably going to want to skip that keyword. So for this particular keyword, longboard, skateboard, you could just Google it. Oops. Google longboard, skateboard, and right away you're going to see sponsored shopping ads, popular products, and you'll keep scrolling down. You'll see your Moz bar. Since you're logged in, you don't have a premium account, but that's okay. And if you want a premium account, pay for it if you want this more of this information. But really, we just need the domain authority. We could see in the people also ask section, the, I guess, average domain authority is 20, maybe higher, not really. When you roll down, and if I keep scrolling, you'll see Loaded Boards has a domain authority of 48. My rule of thumb is like, if the domain authority is higher than 10 points of your domain, so like 56, then it might be not within reach. But 48, that's a couple, that's pretty much the same. So you should be able to rank or compete with Loaded Boards for longboard, skateboard. And you should definitely be able to leapfrog these other competitors. So there's really no reason why Sector 9 shouldn't be ranking on page 1 for this particular keyword. So if you want to do some additional keyword research, just to make sure you're not missing anything, I would recommend going to your competitor's URL, copying and pasting that particular page into the organic research tab. And there's a drop down here in SEMrush where you can look at the root domain, the exact URL, the subdomain, the subfolder. I would look at the exact URL for this one. And you can drill down into here, export this. And when you export this, it's gonna look like this. There's a lot of information in here. I would just go ahead and delete all this. Actually, you don't need the CPC, keyword difficulty, previous position. Really, you don't need the position. But if you wanted to, you could take all of these keywords that they're ranking for, drop it into your analysis tab, so you can see which ones your homepage is currently ranking for, and which ones like some other pages are ranking for as well. So, you know, if you want to track these keywords and somehow kind of work them into your title tag, feel free to do that as well. I'm going to go ahead and select some of these. Some of these are just like different spellings of the same word. Really, it's just longboard, skateboard is what we really want. But if you want to track these to see if you're making any improvements in any of these keywords after you optimize the homepage, then I would suggest doing that as well. We're just going to go ahead and highlight some of these different variations because they're kind of high up, 13, 14. Our competitors are ranking for them. We want to rank for these too, but really the main keyword we want to rank for is going to be longboard, skateboard. All right. So I'm going to format this because that's what I like to do. A lot of keywords there. And as you're working on this, honestly, I would probably delete a lot of the extra keywords because you're just going to want to keep it clean as you continue to work on this. So I'm just going to delete all these. So I'm going to use this tab for the rest of the site, the rest of the categories. Go ahead and format that, make it nice and big so everyone can see it here. All right. So longboard, like I said, isn't going to be necessarily our target keyword because it's a bit broad. We really want to go for longboard, skateboard. That's going to be our main target keyword. All right, so that's it for the keyword research phase. Next, you're going to want to start the keyword mapping phase. So I have the keyword mapping template, basically the main outline. But I like to work in this outline view here and then move things over to the main one. This is kind of like my working zone where I can select the main target keywords and drop a bunch of keywords in here if I want, and then also look at the current title tag and the optimized title tag. This is a good deliverable to be a client-facing deliverable. and one that is pretty obvious to show, hey, this was your current meta description and this is your optimized meta description. So how do you get your current title tag and your current meta description? I'm going to show you guys how to do that. You're going to use your Moz bar. So go back to your page and click on the Moz bar icon there at the top. And they updated this recently, so things for you, if you haven't used it before, will be pretty easy. For me, I kind of got lost a little bit, but you'll see the page analysis tab here. You'll want to use that. And the first one will be your link metrics. So it's going to be your page authority, domain authority. We want to look at the on-page elements. This is your page title, 65 characters. So this is where I got the title tag and the meta description. And I went ahead and copy and pasted that into here. And so you'll see in the current title tag, it says premium longboards, comma skateboards, comma decks, comma trucks, comma wheels. It's not as focused as I would want the homepage title tag to be. Since our target keyword is very specific and it's a bit short, we have a certain character length to play around with. So I wanted to go ahead and include maybe like a tagline from the brand and include their brand name. So for this, honestly, you could use ChatGPT. You could say, write me 10, title tags for longboard skateboards, and you could say use pipe sector 9 at the end, and it's gonna generate a bunch of different recommendations, and you can kind of choose which variation you like. But always make sure your target keyword is more towards the front, because there are there's some studies out there that show that title tags are still important because Google crawls the page from top to bottom. There's another way to find your title tag. If you right click on a section of the site that gives you view page source, you can also do a command find, and you can type in !title, and it's going to show you the title tag. You can see the title tag is at the very, very top of the page. And if I scroll down, there's all this code, and this is what Google's crawling on your page. So you want to make sure that the title tag is optimized because it's the first thing it crawls. It crawls from top to bottom. Really important. So, but the easy way to find your title tag is just to use Moz bar or some kind of plugin that's going to show you where your title tag is. All right, so when you're crafting your title tags, there's some tools out there that you can use. I've used SEO Mofo for the longest time. It was recently purchased by Higher Visibility, but there are a bunch of other tools out there. And what you want to do is you want to look at the Google SERP snippet. So if I copy paste that, this is what it's going to look like in the desktop, and then there's mobile. If it's a rich snippet, it's going to show you reviews. It's going to show you a date underneath. So you want to make sure that it fits in there and it's not truncated. If it's truncated, I'll just add some characters. It's going to go ... So let's say, what if it was shop longboard skateboards online? If I added that, you see that it, takes it out here. It truncates it here. So maybe I want to say shop longboard skateboards online, built for speed and style. I could just take out style, built for speed, sector 9. Or honestly, you could probably just get rid of that if you wanted to, but there are some character links here where you could add a little bit more. So why not? This will contribute to your click-through rates. All right, so the next step then would be to just continue to follow your keyword map and work through each page. Follow that step. Follow the steps that I showed you. Plug it in each URL in to see what it's currently ranking for. Use your keyword analysis tab to make sure you're not cannibalizing or optimizing a particular page that another page is currently ranking for. Start crafting your title tags. Make sure that your target keyword is in the beginning of the title tag. Optimize your meta descriptions to be short. Use the editor. Make sure that they fit in there and they are not truncating. So this one's actually truncating because of the rich snippet and the date. So you'll want to work through that and maybe make it a little bit shorter. Make sure that if it does appear with a rich snippet or a date, that it's not getting truncated. All right, guys, thanks for following along. I know there was a lot of information. So if you need help getting your keyword mapping started, please don't hesitate to reach out, leave a comment. Let me know if you like this and if you like some more tips. Make sure to subscribe and like this post if you're into the tips, and see you next time.